ребят, езда в машине, которая едет сама поворачивает. Но ощущение очень интересное. Подъезжаем к светофору. Сама остановилась. Водитель не держит, она сама поворачивает. Когда надо, разгоняется. Тормозит на красный.
It'll show stop signs and markings on the street.
Now we're getting on I-15.
Another kind of fun thing is it's got a camp mode. So the back seat folds down to here. And I have a mattress that fits back there, and I keep a pillow and a blanket in the car all the time.
Wow.
And then what I'll do is control the temperature, the music, and the lights from my cell phone as I'm sleeping in the back. And it's not like you turn your car off or on. It's like setting your thermostat at home.
Yeah.
And so I've been Lake Tahoe in January with just a blanket in the back and set it for 70 degrees and go to sleep. And it used about 10% of the power.
Okay.
Or down in southern Utah in the summer and just set it for 70 degrees and you're not turning the car on to heat it or to cool it. It's kind of always on.
Wow.
And so for camping, I love it. It's so much fun. They have another mode for pet mode. So if you left your dog or cat in the car, you just set the temperature, and then it's on the screen. It says pet mode. It basically says, "Don't break my window. The dog's fine. This is the temperature in the car."
Okay.
Or you wouldn't want to do it with a child. They actually another upgrade update that they did and gave to everybody free of charge is a child sensor. So if somebody were to leave their child in the car and it will send out notifications to the owner as well as controlling the temperature so that it doesn't overheat. You can set it for 90, 95, or 100 degrees. So if your car reaches that temperature, it will automatically turn either the fans on or it will turn the AC on. So your car never goes above that temperature.
Nice.
But it's so sad when you hear parents who leave a child in the car and it hits 130, 140 degrees and it kills them. Mine will, at 100, it's going to crack the windows and it's going to run the fans so that it doesn't ever reach that dangerous zone. Self-driving or for lights or whatever, I just set it here and then I can come back in and adjust it. And what I've done is, so up here, I've set different seat settings. For example, I have the wheel pull out of the way, the seat comes back, and I'll actually turn my phone up here and watch Netflix. But when I saw that there were two of you coming to get in the car, then I hit my Uber setting, and that brings my seat up to where I can still drive and give some room back there.
Yeah.
And if you were to, say, have a car for you and your wife, you would each have your own settings. Yeah. And so when the primary driver, whenever you got on, it would be here, but the secondary driver would come in, tap that, and it would bring the seat back to their setting. It would set the mirrors to their setting. It would set the temperature to their setting, and then it would set their music station. And so all you have to do to get in the car and have it customized back to you is just tap your name and
nice.
Just here it sees that there's an opening. But we're not going to be turning off for a while, so it's just kind of reading the road, reading the traffic, and deciding what to do. It will move over to kind of give them some space. Or if it sees maybe a person walking or a person riding a bike, it'll move over and give them some space. Looking in the rearview mirrors, just don't need to do that. And once they moved over, now it knows it can move over. And that's one of the areas where it's safer for the car to drive than for me. I can look at the little red light to see if someone's in my blind spot, but it knows everybody around it and where they are. And say if you're in a big city and there's people on the street, it's looking at who's maybe holding a cell phone or who's talking and turning another way to see, are they a risk for stepping out in front of you or not.
Oh.
So maybe somebody really close is using their cell phone, their head down, it's going to identify them as a higher risk and will watch it a little bit closer. Improvements have just happened so much quicker. What happens is every Tesla in the world is feeding data back to the mainframe, and it's using that to teach the cars and what to do. And so it's always making adjustments, but not just what the car's doing, but it knows if a human intervenes with it. And so then it looks, why did that human tap the breaker? So it's learning that from every car in the world. But then the other thing I found really interesting, there's actually 2 computers. So all of the critical operating systems have redundancy in them. And so each computer is running scenarios against each other. When they come to an agreement, that's what the car does. And so you have data going back to the main computer, both what they came into agreement with and what they were looking at doing. And so it's just an unbelievable massive amount of data going in to then teach the car how to operate. And then with AI coming in, it just magnifies everything. So it wouldn't surprise me to see in a year or so that it truly is fully self-driving, to where a driver could not have to keep their eyes open, not have to watch what's going on. Could go to sleep, could watch a movie. And at that time, it's part of the reason why they put games and videos and stuff, but it's all done with the idea that when they are truly self-driving, then what do you do with yourself? That's when they'll have the movie right here on the screen. Or I can sit here with my video controller and play a game. They tell you very little, basically how to turn it on, how to operate it, and then go. And so if you follow certain YouTube channels, you'll stay up on your car, you'll learn about the hidden Easter eggs, things that most people wouldn't know. It's a new car, I like it. When you buy a new Tesla, you need to go to school. So that I want to get my money's worth out of my new car, so I'm going to have to learn how to operate it. Every time I get an update, it will tell me what they've added and how to start it if I want to use that feature or not. So if I go to software, my mileage, everything, if I come down to release notes, so the last update, all it did was some security improvements. Really doesn't say much. Rave Cave came on, the one before. That's where I can turn the light beam to beep to the music.
Okay.
That just new feature I got. And then it did some minor updates. Low power mode, so if you want, you can have it turn off like the security system that uses power when you get below 20%. Maybe you're somewhere you're not going to be around a charger and you don't want it to, or you're going on a flight and your car's going to be parked.
Yeah.
You want it to be charged when you get back. So here's where I got Grok. Dash cam changed. But so then when I see that there's, what I'll do is get a message that says you have an update. Do you want to download it now or schedule it? So I'll usually schedule it for 2 or 3 in the morning. It takes about an hour. And you can't drive the car, so just do it at night. Then I jump in the car in the morning and it tells me everything that just was updated.
Okay.
So then I'll go into this and there'll be a little blue dot next to autopilot. And so I'll click on that and then it'll tell me what the new addition was that just came on.
Yeah.
So I can add it if I want or not. And then I think I pay about $10 a month for the Wi-Fi. It will still operate without it, but you'll go to just a plain map. So I get this and a lot of other features, but for $10 a month to get Grok and TV or the YouTube and stuff on it is well worth it. But see, like this trip, we see the mountains, that's about all I know. But just watching my map, my car knows where I'm going and it's going to get us there. So here, they're going slower, but it knows that we still have a little ways to go, so that's why it moved over in the faster lane, which is really what a human would do. Recently we got this, it's kind of cool. So I tap that. Now it's going to show us storms that are, so that's the ones that came through here the other day. And so you're taking a trip to Chicago, you can see what the weather you might run into. Or if I do this one, then it shows where the superchargers are. So this is something that I'm impressed with. Those guys were stopped and it knew it. And moved right over. So I have it set to the mileage. I can also touch that. So I have 41% battery life left in it, which would be like your fuel gauge in your car. You know, do you have a half a tank or a quarter tank? So that tells me that. But I can also do this and see what does that project based on the driving I've been doing. How many miles am I going to get out of 41%?
How long does it take to do the full charge?
I usually just do it at night. Because it charges faster at the beginning, slower at the end. It's like, have you ever seen on marble games where you have a bunch of holes and you drop the marbles in? Well, they fall into the first holes very quickly, but as you come down, they take longer. They have to bounce around and find an opening. And that's kind of how the electricity works with the battery. It's pumped in at a high speed. It will charge at like maybe 1,200 miles an hour to begin with. And it's zero. But as you get up, it charges slower as it's trying to find a battery it can go into. So what will happen is usually you're only charged up to 80% anyway. But if I'm taking a long drive somewhere in a gas car, I want to fill it 100% so I can go further. In this one, if it knows where the next stop is going to be, and it knows I can make that with just charging 5 minutes, that's all I'll do. And I'll get a message that says you have enough power to make your next charger, so then I'll just take off. And if it's a longer distance, to go from 10% to maybe 80%, takes about 20-25 minutes. So it's generally enough to stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, grab a drink or something, but then I'll come back and I'll turn that on and I'll play a video game, or I'll come to the theater and I'll just find a YouTube channel that I want to watch. I'll end up spending more time at the charger because I'm waiting for my YouTube video to finish to take off. But say if you were out to dinner somewhere, or you stopped to charge and you wanted to go and have dinner. If the chargers are over 50% being used, they'll charge you $1 a minute if you leave your car there. So your phone, I'll be in having dinner and it'll say you're getting close to time to take your car, you're almost full. And so that's fine, I'll just go and get my car. But maybe I'm in the middle of dinner and I don't want to go yet. I can open up my app and I can change it from 80% to maybe 100%, knowing that's going to take a lot longer. And so then I'll just charge it more and finish my dinner and then come back and get into the car.
Yeah, it follows the rules of crossing the intersections.
So it didn't used to. It used to do a California roll, so it cut slow way down, keep rolling and go. And you know, some government said, no, we can't do that. So now it comes right to a stop. And if there's any traffic around, what it'll do is kind of inch forward to get a better view, and then it will go.
Okay.
It does really well now too with if you're coming into like a gutter, you need to slow down, or a speed bump on the road.
Yeah.
It used to just race over those,
Okay.
but now it does much better. Now, is this the right place?
It got us to the well, to the destination safely.
And
Woo!
I didn't touch it once.